I wanted to ask, why do you think that most of the money in this so-called recovery has gone to the top, while the middle and everybody else essentially has seen nothing?
Well, because it's by design. That's the way they want it, because the people at the top are the ones in power. They are the ones that have influence about where the balance of the entire economy basically flows. It is their design.
In 2 words, unbridled capitalism.
wolf-pack.com.
For sure. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. What do you think we can do about it? Now, Kevin, you alluded to that right now. wolf-pack.com. That's obviously that is the main thing right now. The main problem is money in politics. But aside from that, what else can be done before that happens?
Challenge.
Anything that can be done?
Yes, challenge political speakers when they say the term small business. Challenge them every time. Stop them. Do not let them finish their conversation, and make them explain what their definition of small business is. Because when you say small business, well, small business is the backbone of this country. Okay, yeah, you're saying that, and insinuatively, everybody who owns a mom and pop business and all these people who know people who do, they're thinking immediately the mom and pop business. But when certain politicians say small business, they're not speaking about that at all. They're speaking about Walmart. They're speaking about Raytheon. They're speaking about, General Electric and other large companies like this, which, don't get me wrong, I don't begrudge them for their wealth. What I begrudge them for is using people as if people are just diesel fuel resource to their machine, and on top of that, complaining and making talking points and putting money into making talking points that pit people against each other, when these people that are running their machine for them, these human resources, are realistically being subsidized by everybody. When you're working for a company who does not pay you a living wage, and it's necessary for you to receive government subsidies to get a living wage, and at the same time you have to be belittled and degraded for needing that assistance, these are things that we need to get over. These are steps that need to be taken in order for this situation to be corrected. Is people need to understand the broader picture, and educating people on the broader picture is one thing. And the first way to do it, like I said, is don't let people get away with it. When they say small business, if you're having a discussion with somebody, what exactly are you talking about when you say small business? Are you talking about Exxon? Are you talking about BP? Is that small business to you? Because there is a difference in policy set for that. Policies are set to keep those big businesses in control, and the smaller businesses struggling. And
of course, an important thing to point out is the fact that campaign donations go a long way to setting up a better atmosphere for a larger business. You got more money to spend on politicians, bribing politicians. As a big business, you're going to get rules written to your favor much more often than if you're a mom and pop if you're a mom and pop store that can't give these.
Well, those big businesses are writing those, Jeff. They're not just getting them written in their favor. They're writing them in their favor and submitting them, and the politicians are just
like the American Legislative Exchange Council. You've got ALEC writing this model legislation for all the businesses that are in it. You've got the Chamber of Commerce. So right, you're getting these big businesses writing these laws that are favorable to large businesses and very unfavorable to the taxpayer and the smaller business.
Well,
those are some great points.
Just to throw it out there, because it's maybe a too oft or too much used cliche these days, but I just want to throw it out because it's so fitting and true. It is the real life Hunger Games. They're just pitting the little guys against each other while they sit and watch and reap all the reward from what happens.
And they laugh all the way to the bank. I just want to end with this one kind of warning. Now, we really have to remember that the last time that wealth inequality was this bad, and I know I said it before, but it was before and after the Great Depression. Where do you guys think that we're heading right now? When you look at the state of America, when you look at the state of wealth inequality in America, where do you think that's going to lead? It's unsustainable, and man, it's gonna
But
something bad's gonna happen.